As winter closes in, thousands of migrants are stuck near the Croatian border as they try to make their way to Europe. Hundreds are sleeping rough in Bihać and Velika Kladuša, two towns in northwestern Bosnia. Some are refusing to be transferred to emergency accommodation centers. They want to stay in their tents close to where they can cross the border illegally. It's a desperate situation that has Bihać's mayor calling for stronger action.
Firstly, we need to immediately stop the arrival of any more migrants. New migrants are still arriving at the border region. Wave after wave in my city, in Bihać. Our community do not have the capacity to deal with them. Secondly, the surplus of migrants here should be moved to the European Union or somewhere else.
Near the border, a family leave the road to enter a forest filled with landmines, but this isn't untypical. During the night, a migrant got lost in a minefield. Luckily, the local mountain rescue team were able to get him out alive.
They are using these dangerous mountain trails because they want to avoid running into anyone, especially police, so they can guarantee entry to Croatia. We don't understand why they take such big risks with their lives.
3 years ago, 1 million people walked into Europe, mostly passing through Serbia. After 2015's vast influx of migrants, could there be a new Western Balkans migration route emerging? The difference this year is that only 21,000 migrants are making their way through Bosnia and Herzegovina. How this humanitarian situation unfolds remains to be seen.
And that was Euronews' Hans van der Brelie reporting, and he joins me now live in the studio. Hans, in your report we saw migrants braving very harsh conditions. How is the situation evolving?
Good morning, Isabel. Well, it's unbelievable, but it's true. There's actually a better situation today than compared to 3, 4, 5 weeks ago, because finally the Bosnian authorities, they wake up. Because there's some pressure coming from the International Organization for Migration, from the United Nations, from the European Union, to change something and to put forward some emergency shelter. So this is done right now, partly. Means in Bihać there's a new 400 places actually opened. In Velika Kladuša we have roughly 300-400 places. Close to Sarajevo we have 420 places. So step by step by step, actually, the situation is getting better. But actually, a few migrants prefer to stay in the rough, close to the border, because they don't like the idea to get fingerprinted. They don't like the idea to get registered, actually, in an official center, because they want to go on, actually, to try again and again and again to cross this border, this external border of the European Union illegally.
Well, you spent about a week there, you were talking to the migrants. What were they telling you?
Well, a lot of migrants came to me and complained about alleged Croatian police violence. It's difficult to know if it's true or not true. I'm not an undercover investigator. I'm there with a camera team, with a cameraman, with a sound engineer. So difficult to know. But I still remember Muhammad from Iraq, actually, and he picked up a small stone, showing this small stone to me and saying, "See this small stone?" And the Croatian policemen, they throw not those small stones on me, but big stones. This is such a kind of detail. I believe that he's telling the truth. I had a talk with the Croatian policeman as well, and they talked to me and saying, why I should take this risk losing my job doing this. So I believe him as well. But there are 6,300 policemen along a 1,000 kilometers long border. There are forests, and you never know what is going to happen inside those forests.